Hello and welcome. So here it is, the new launch box for 10th edition. It has been shown off and it's fine. I've been reading what is in the box. This is the Leviathan box, it's the launch box for 10th, and it's called the Leviathan because that is the name of the High Fleet going for McCrack. Yeah, it is just fine. This was not even going to be an instant buy for me. I was looking at it, thinking about it, and I wasn't overly hyped for this box there. I've gone through so many starter sets in my Warhammer career, so I kind of already have an idea of what I'm going to be doing for this edition, so this wasn't going to be an instant buy for me. I was looking at doing tyranids, and I was going to give Space Marine half to someone else, but honestly, yeah, it's fine. It's not great, it's not rubbish, it's fine. The side that lets it down the most is the Space Marine side. There is not that many new kits for it. There's updated models, yes, and 3 actual new units, and I'm being somewhat gracious with that number. And one of them I just don't like. I'm going to say it now, I don't like the Inferno Squad. But the Tyranids, however, have many new units, and I love it. I mean, this is really kind of tempting me, but I don't. Just that side of me, like, it's tempting me to get this box, but knowing to give someone the Space Marine half, I'm going to feel like I'm ripping them off, and I don't like doing that. It's just awful. So that's kind of another reason why I'm not doing it, because I don't think I could give a Space Marine side to someone. I just feel like I'm just ripping them off. Okay. Anyway, let's talk about the Tyranids. They have new termagants. They are termagants. There's nothing else I can say to it. That's what they are. But the new units are the Winged Prime Warrior, or Winged Warrior Prime, the newer Tyrant, the thing we saw in the trailer, which I will still say is the doom of Malantai. I will die on that hill. The Screamer Killer, which is the best model in the box. In my opinion, honestly, this model looks fantastic. The new Leapers, we've seen already. Neurogaunt, these look really cool. And you get many of those. Barber Gaunts, these are your heavy weapon gaunts. And the Psychophage, another huge monster. But it's going to be about the size of the Venom Crawler, I guess. It's nice. You've got a couple of sizable models. There's like 3 massive monsters in the Tyranid half, well, kind of massive, bigger than average, anyway. They're also full of new units, except, of course, the Termagants. I mean, there's nothing bad here, it's really good. If you're a Nid fan, this box is for you. And you get 47 models to boost your Gribbly army. Now the Space Marine half, you get Terminator Librarian, Terminator Captain, the Apothecary Biologist, because apparently there's apothecaries that do not deal with biology. That kind of sells him short. He can take enemy biomatter and use it against them. Just consider that a moment. Necrons won't work. Robots, chaos is chaos. So basically Elder, Orcs, Tau and Tyranids. Nothing else. Anyway, it just seems a bit daft, to be honest with you. Stern Guard, Terminators. They're just updated models. And of course, because God forbid, we don't get one in this box, a Lieutenant. A Phobos one. We've seen it as well. And the new Inferno Squad, all Flamer. A whole squad of Flamers with a 12-inch range. After shooting against them, like the first turn against the Space Marines of shooting, they're going to be dead. They're never going to be used. 12-inch? Oh. Anyway, I'm not a fan of them. I'm not a fan of single weapon squads, single special weapon squads. I do a lot of bolts. Yeah, so yeah, I'm not a fan of that. That's the one I don't like, just in case. So, first round of shooting against them, you're not going to worry about them anymore. And finally, the Ballistic Dreadnought, which is really cool actually, because this is the big model on the Space Marine side. Is the Dreadnought, and that's it. Which is why it's kind of disappointing for Space Marines as well. You've got the one big model compared to the newer Tyrant, the Ring Prime, the Psychophage, and the Screamer Killer. And the Screamer Killer does look quite big actually in the pictures. So so less than half of a new unit, and even one of those is still an apothecary. Now here's the thing, if you're doing Dark Angels or Space Wolves, I hope you save some of those bits, because the Terminators are plain Terminators. And honestly, if you're doing either one of those, just keep going that way. Wait for the Dreadnought to drop, if you want the Dreadnought. But that's it, okay? And, well, at least this time, a terrible balance works against the Space Marines. There are 2 heavy weapon units for Tyranids, 1 for Space Marines. There is an insane number difference as well. 47 Tyranids for 25 Space Marines. That's 22 more. So you could remove the Termagants and their Ripper Swarms, because you got them too. And you'd still have more models, and it would still feel overbalanced on the Tyranid side. It just feels like the Tyranids have a massive upper hand. Yeah, it's a nice fluffy box and it's lore friendly, but these battle boxes really should be balanced. It really should. So if you're getting the box for Space Marines, you can do better with combat patrols, to be honest with you. And it does feel so severely underbalanced for the Imperium's Angels of Death. A great example is the Screamer Killer here. It can do 30 wounds in a turn. The Ballistic Dreadnought only has 12. I think ignoring the other 3 monsters the Tyranid's army has. But you're going to rinse through the Stern Guard, the Inferno Squad and the Terminators. You're going to be pretty much left with a 4 single unit, model units. Anyway, but if you're getting this for Tyranids, don't forget to pick up your Combat Patrol box for your TIE Tyrant, Warriors and Extra Gaunts. The Leviathan box is great for Tyranid players, absolutely fantastic. If you're going to collect Tyranids, this is the box for you. It's fantastic, lots of big models, big monsters too, and lots of little critters. It's a great rounded army for a great Devourer. For Space Marines, not so much. Look, I didn't even want to watch this today, because one I'm looking forward to, of course, is Horus Heresy and the Old World, which is tomorrow, and that's the one I've been looking forward to the most. I've been looking forward to Horus Heresy and the New World, especially the New World, because I want to see what they're doing with it. I hope we could get a launch box, because honestly, the money I was going to use on this box is going to the Old World now. It's saved up, and it's going there. So there you go, the Leviathan box, my thoughts. I'm not a fan, it's fine. Like I said, it's a fine box, it's okay. It's not great, it's not rubbish. One side definitely lets it down over the other. But yeah, that's it. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. I'll see you again soon. Tomorrow, actually, with the Horus Heresy and the Old World. As always, a link to Wayland games before is down below. If you want to start your Space Marine or Tyranid army, click there for up to 20% off your Warhammer 40,000 and Games Workshop, as well as Forbidden Planet if you want to read about Warhammer. And of course, there's my merchandise with some silly shirts and stuff like that. And of course, my comic and my Patreon if you wish to support me in a more personal way. But as always, click on one of the other ones, get yourself something nice. Bye bye. Bye.